guys, it is your boy SubZeroExtabyte and I am here in between the sheep, and these sheep are my friends, and I am now going to start a sheep farm, or however that is called. But no, we are going to do something really amazing. Well, we aren't going to do something really amazing because I think that everyone needs to do that. But that DOS and really matter right now, because right now we are just going to gather a lot of wood and then it is all good, and then we can have a lot of wood and then we can do all kinds of things with all of that, and then we are good to go. We can then make an orange house or something like that because the orange color looks really amazing. So, we are just going to get a lot of that acacia orange wood and then everything will be good. So, we just need a lot of it, and when I say a lot of I mean we need to at least take down one tree, and then it will be alright, because then I think we have around the 32 logs or something. No, my math is not so good, but if you do that times 4 then you have 2 stacks of wood planks that look orange, and those planks are really cool planks. So let's just go ahead and make a crafting table, but we need some wood logs first, so we are just going to gather a lot more of them, and then we have some more, and I don't think that is 32, it is just 12, so we are going to get all of that, and then we have 48, so that is kind of alright. And now we are just going to transform all of that wood into a house in a minute, so now we are just going to get even more, because why not? And that is all going to be great and stuff. So, if we just get a lot more, then our house can look even greater, and I think that all of you want to have that because that would just be amazing. And if I just grind these logs for a bit, then I have a lot of them, and the more logs I have the more planks I have, and the more planks I have the more orange planks I have to place down as a house or something along the lines of a house. Or we can make a floor out of all that, and then it will be great, and then we just need a lot of that wood and then everything will be good. But I think that our house will look great, so let's just find a place to build and then we can make a really cool house. But we are going to try and look for a really cool spot. But I think that a little cave house or something along the lines of that would be really cool as well, so I think that I am going to do that because that sounds really good when I think about if. But I am not sure if I really want to do that or not, because I kind of want a house above the ground because that would also just be amazing, but a house that would be underground would also just be cool. But this cave that we are in right now is kind of just perfect to build a house in because it is really flat and it is kind of already shaped like a small living room or something. So if we just change the floor into those orange planks, then I think this house will look alright, and then I think we have a beautiful house, and then we succeeded the mission, and then everything will be great and I will be happy, and I think that you guys will be happy with what I built. But I don't think the bats and the mobs and things that used to live here will be really happy with the result though, so I don't know what we are going to do about that. But we have some cobblestone right now and we still have 2 sticks, so the only sane thing to do would be to make a stone pickaxe so we can at least do everything a bit faster. It is not a whole lot, but at least right now we can also take the iron and the other stuff out of the ground. Well, not everything, because for diamonds and for redstone and stuff you need an iron pickaxe. But if we find some iron first like I was talking about, then that would be great. So, let's just do all of that, and now we have 3 stone tools like a stone axe, so we can take down some more trees and then we have more wood and faster wood, so that is just fantastic. But now we can also do the stone dirty without new pickaxe, so that is also just great. And when we come across food like cows or pigs and stuff, then we have a sword that we could also just use on mobs and stuff, because those things want to kill us, so I think I want to kill them as well, because otherwise it would and really be that fair. So, we are just going to do that. But we got some more acacia wood and now we almost have 2 stack, which is great because I am going to change some of them into chests, because I need some space to store my stuff, and then we don't need to walk around with stuff that we don't really need all the time, and then we are a bit more lightweight. So, we just place these 4 chests down and then we are good to go and store all kinds of stuff in there. What we are going to store in there DOS and really matter though, but we are going to place some furnaces as well so we can melt the iron and stuff that we don't have right now, but I think we will have that eventually, so we are already prepared for that, which is just fantastic. And now I am going back to my base and I can feel iron in my pocket, so now we can use some iron if we want, which would be great. And it seems like I have 4 iron, which is enough to build an iron pickaxe and still keep 1 iron to build a shovel out of or something along the lines of that. Or we could just keep that 1 iron and then the next time we find 2 iron we have an axe that is made out of iron, which would be even better than a shovel made out of iron, because we could also make that out of stone, and the difference is not really that great I think. But it is only 1 iron though, so I don't think it would really matter that much. but I don't have a lot of iron right now, so I think that I need to just be careful on what I spend my iron because I need it all right now, so I am just going to be really careful with it until I find a lot of it. And then we could spend all of that on a suit that would make us Iron Man. Or we could use that iron to make really cool tools and stuff, and then it is going to be fantastic. But I kind of like the idea that we are going to be Iron Man as well, so I am not really sure which option I am going to take, because it would be enjoyable to fly around, but I don't think that a standard iron armor suit is capable of doing that, so I am not sure if that really works like that. But that is okay because we don't really need to fly because we have a house in a cave, so why would we want to fly in our house? We can really do anything with that, so that is not really that fantastic. But we now have our first orange blocks placed down, which is also just fantastic, and this is going to be a sort of our door frame, and I think that it will look just perfect for an entrance to our house that is inside this cave, and that is just really great, and we are just going to do that. And then we have a really cool entrance. I am not really sure, but let's decorate the insides with some more cobblestone and stuff, or does that not look really great? No, I don't think that it looks good, so let's just place something else like dirt so we can match the rest of the entire house without having to change up a lot of stuff. But like this it looks kind of alright, so I think that this is good. But we just need a door now, and we need to change the floor into these orange planks, which is going to mess with the rest of our design because the chest, the furnace and the crafting table are on the same level, so maybe we can make some stairs or some slabs and then we can change it into the right level, and then it would look great, which would be fantastic. Or we could just destroy the crafting table and all of that stuff and place it again, but that would really be much fun, so we are not going to do that, but instead we are just going to enjoy ourselves with a nice carpet change. And today's carpet change is going to consist out of making it into planks, and then it is just going to be alright, and then it will look really great and stuff, so that will be really cool, and then we are good to go. But right now it looks kind of alright, so I think I am happy with the result. I am not really sure what I am going to do with all that backspace that I have over there to my left in that cave, but I think that could be a future mansion or something. No, I am just kidding. I think it will just stay a cave, and then we are just going to enjoy ourselves for the time being in this orang looking house, and if we get tired of this house then we could move into there. Or we could just move entirely. We then would have a lot of things to keep doing that, and then we would just build a bunch of really poopy houses. Well, they aren't really poopy, but they aren't great either. They are just built with what you can gather really easily houses, but sometimes that can look great and sometimes it can also just look really poopy, and that is the risk of being one of those people. But we are not going to build poopy houses anymore because I have done that enough in my time being, so I don't want to build poopy houses anymore, and I think that I know what poopy houses are by now, so I think that I am good with that. And I don't think that I would build a poopy house soon enough, so that is all alright, so I think I am good to go and not build poopy houses anymore, and then life will be great, without having to live in a poopy house all the time. Because it really does and make you happy. It is not a not happy maker, but it also just does and make you happy. But I think that this cave being on two sides so that you can enter it is a really great opportunity to expand in the future, so I think that I am going to be here for the long run, so I think it would be great if we got some nice blocks in our house back over there. But we are just going to exit this cave very slowly because I really don't want to be down there anymore, so I am not going to be down here anymore, and I am going to enter another cave, and through those caves I am going home, and then when I am home then I will be happy because home is where my heart is, and apparently also where all the mobs are, so that is not really that great, but at least we have a place that we can live it, so that is great, and it could always be worse, so we don't have it that bad. We just need to hang some torches and not die thanks to all these mobs, and then I think that we are good to go. But if we just have some coal, I don't think we have any, so that is not really that great, but then we could have built some torches and then we could place some of them, and then the mobs won't spawn in here anymore, which would be pretty great if that happened. But I guess if we don't have any coal then that entire dream is gone. We could make charcoal though, but that is such a process. We could then better just go into the previous cave and then take a look at some more caves and then come back with a lot of coal, and then we would be richer. Then we would just spend our time taking down trees and making them into charcoal, which would really be fun to watch. and it would and really be fun to do. But going into a cave, then a lot of things can happen and stuff, and then it could just be great. But we don't really have any food so we can heal, and that is a pickle, which we can eat because it is not a real pickle, and I really would want a real pickle, but we don't have a real pickle. We don't really have anything to eat. I think that there was a spider eye somewhere around here, but I am not going to eat that because I don't want to eat a spider eye. It is even in my inventory, but we could get rid of that because we don't really need it, because when are you going to eat that? And we are not going to use all of that brewing stuff, so I think that we are good to go right now, and I think that it is all good and we don't really need all of that right now. So, this little device that I made with the water and the door is just a disposal of my do. So, you might have seen that I sometimes need to go there. That is because I now have a poop bar if the WAS and clear yet, but like you have a health bar and you also have a food bar. But right now I also have a poop bar, so, if that poop bar gives me the sign that I should go to the bathroom, then I need to run and I need to make a disposal at my house. So that is not really that nice, but it is pretty cool that it is that realistic. But sometimes those things need to happen and then you just need to run and take a poop. That is just the way life is, and you can really change that. But if you do a bit of multitasking with sitting on the toilet, like just arranging your inventory, then it is not all that bad. Time will pass like it is nothing, and that is just great. But we also need to name it something, and I am going with the name Sub's Super Duper Attractive Exclusive Toilet. So that is a great name for our toilet. That is limited edition sub edition. And yeah, it really is super duper attractive, boy, so that is just fantastic. But we are in need of some mining, so that is why we are going into this mine again, and we are just going to take some coal and then we can make some torches, and we can also light the furnace some more, and then life will be fantastic. Just like plastic, and no need of something that rhymes on plastic because we are already world's famous rappers, so we are alright. We have a free pass on that one for now, but let's just go ahead and chill for a bit and just decorate out house a little bit. It is and really like the best luxurious house. It is kind of more like the cave that some poor bastards needed to live in back in the days, but that does and really matter right now. But we have a lot of coal now. Well, it is not really that much, but I guess that we don't need a lot. We just need to be able to survive, and that is what we are doing right now, and that is all alright. And we are just in need to go to the toilet once in a while, and then we are alright after. And then it is a great feeling when you finally set him free, and then he can swim to the ocean, and then he is free to the world, and he is not stuck in your stomach anymore, and that is just fantastic. But we are upgrading slowly, and sometimes you need to give yourself some orange floor because sometimes that is just all you need, and right now that is all we need to. We are going to make our dreams come true, and then it is alright. But our house is actually coming along really nicely, so I think that we are alright right now. And our house is looking better than ever, and slowly it is becoming a mansion or something like that. But I don't think that it would be really warm inside this house in the winter because of all the rocks that are outside of the house, so that is just fantastic. And we don't need to buy any air conditioning or something like that. I am not sure if in the summer it will be really warm in here, but let's just go ahead and not think about that because that is not what our worries are about right now. We need to poop in a minute, and that is what we need to think about right now. So now that we are outside and we are a bit more healed up, we can fight again and stuff, and that is just fantastic because now we can go fight things again, and we can get more trees, and more trees equal more planks that are orange, and the more orange I have in my house, the better my house is going to look. And then I have an orange house, and then I am really happy because then my house will be done and I don't need to worry about anything anymore, except that I need to eat and poop once in a while, but that is alright. That is not really that hard to do. Eating is a bit harder than pooping because you need to gather food, and poop goes automatically by your body. If you feel that you need to go, you just go and then it is done. But with food, you need to get some food because otherwise you aren't able to eat, and if you aren't able to eat then you don't have anything to poop, and then it is just bad for you. But yeah guys, I think that it is slowly time that I say goodbye to all of you. And I had a blast pooping with all of you inside that toilet, and I think that my house was totally awesome, and I hope that you guys thought that this video was also awesome. And I will hopefully catch all of you in the next video, and then I am going to do something else, and I hopefully don't need to poop anymore. See you guys.